We've just stopped by at this local fruit market. I just went and got myself a coconut. Sri Lanka is so beautiful. It is so green.
We've made it to the top. We've conquered the 8th wonder of the world.
Beneath the train tracks, there's an old familiar sound. The rumble of adventure.
Wow, this fish is just humongous. It's like the size of you.
Morning guys, welcome back to Sri Lanka. We're currently here in Negombo and we've woken up at 6 AM to come to the local fish markets. We have never been to fish markets like this before.
There they go, straight from the boats to the fish market. Have any of you guys seen fish markets like this? I mean, wow, literally there's so much going on. There's like an auction house over there. Don't know what they're saying, but it's an experience. Also, there's a lot of wholesalers that are here, so they're literally just coming to buy the fish to take it to the restaurants, to take it inland to the rest of Sri Lanka, because if you come to Negombo, definitely try the seafood, because this is the seafood capital of Sri Lanka. Jess is literally standing in the middle of more than a dozen meter-long fish. Alrighty everybody, we've jumped into our bus and said our goodbyes to Negombo. We're heading on towards Kandy. We've got a couple of spots to check out. It's about 3 hours to get to Kandy. The first one is a coconut plantation, and there's these dudes that are just running up the top of these coconut trees and getting coconuts down. There's the dude just up there, and he pretty much climbed this tree. So we just saw the guy pretty much scale this coconut tree, and this drink is, you're probably thinking coconut milk. So this is actually sap from the coconut flower, not coconut milk. And if you leave this for like 2 or 3 days, it can be alcohol. Like they can say this can be the same consistency as Japanese sake, but straight out of the coconut flower. No, this is more of a refreshing drink, but let's try it. Not bad. Probably wouldn't pick it out at the shops. It actually has a bit of a vinegar taste to it, but not bad. I'd be interested to try this in 3 days' time when it tastes like an alcohol.
I wanna know which wavelets you're hanging on. I wanna know which light you keep keeping.
So we just pulled over the bus to this street side food court. So it's pretty much just a local food court. I think we're pretty much the only tourists here, and there's different like stations as you would have a food court at a shopping center. And we're just gonna walk through, see what we can order. It looks pretty delicious. I'm hungry, but I think just this whole experience of a local street market is kind of cool. Alrighty, so we picked up some dosai. It was super cheap. It was about 20 Sri Lankan rupee, which is just almost nothing. But if you have a look at it just here, it's pretty much a pancake. And then we have a vegetable curry with the pancake. And then over here is coconut chutney, which I don't think I've ever had before. And yeah, she just put it on this plate.
So you got to grab some of that, and you have to grab some of the coconut.
Okay. Like that? Is that too much coconut?
That's good.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that is spicy. The vegetable curry is spicy, but then like the coconut chutney kind of chills it a bit. Oh, that's really nice. And the pancake is just really fluffy.
I ended up getting these balls. They're called cutlets, and they're like a fried ball filled with vegetables.
Nice little snack. It's like potato in there.
It's heaps of like potato, and it's really spicy.
Like really spicy. Yeah, my dish.
It's like peppery. It's like not red chili spice, it's like pepper. But it's really, really yum. These would have been good dipping in curry.
Welcome to Kandy, everybody.
Alrighty guys, we have arrived in Kandy a few hours ago. We just checked into our hotel and freshened up, ready to go and explore a little more. But the views, we've just come out to the balcony for the first time, and the views of Kandy is amazing. Like, Sri Lanka is so beautiful. It is so green. We haven't seen any other tourists besides our group. So I feel like Sri Lanka is one of those places that you need to go to soon before it starts getting so developed, because at the moment, it feels like one of those untouched countries, and the people are so friendly. But yeah, it's still a very busy city though, guys. realize how quick the sun went down. It is currently just after 6 and it's already pitch black. We just went to a performance and we saw a lot of like local Sri Lankan dancers, which was really cool. And now we have come to a very, very famous Buddhist temple here in Kandy. It's called the Tooth Temple, and they actually have a tooth from Buddha here.
Good morning everybody, it's the next day and we woke up about 5 a.m. this morning to drive 2 hours outside of Kandy. Now we've come to a place called Sigiriya and some people are calling it the 8th wonder of the world. And
this is like the thing that we've been wanting to see the most since we've arrived in Sri Lanka.
Can't wait to show you it. It's about a 1 hour hike to actually get to the top of this.
Welcome to Sigiriya. This is an ancient rock fortress built in the 5th century, and now we're going to hike to the top.
Alrighty, the process begins. It's about 1,200 steps to get to the top. All out, our guide was saying it's about an hour to get to the top, but it's so beautiful here. As you can see, like most of the rocks have been kind of taken over by moss and green. So it's actually going to be quite a beautiful walk up. It's about halfway and already starting to get treated with such nice views. But I think the hard bit begins. There's the actual rock. Wonder how long until he realizes he's not a monkey. Hey buddy, what are you doing all the way up here?
So we're about to hike up the side of a rock, and inside are paintings that are 1,500 years old. It's a UNESCO heritage site, you're not allowed to film,
But
I can't wait to see it.
we'll see you guys on the other side. Alrighty, we're up to the final stretch, up the lion staircase.
Oh, this vision does me good. Metamorphosis changing my way straight conviction for you. Say what's it mean?
Alrighty, we've made it to the top. We've conquered the 8th wonder of the world. So a lot of people thought that this was a hideaway, so a fortress where they were running from somewhere, but no, a king actually built this. This was a city, so this was a grand palace, which right at the top was the living quarters. Here is the pool, and yeah, it's just amazing. It's really hard to think, how did they get all the bricks up here? How did they construct this? And I mean, it's still standing today. This thing is like 1,200 years old. Wow. I can see why this is the thing to come and see in Sri Lanka.
So we just stopped by at this local fruit market. I just went and got myself a coconut, but there is so much tropical fruit here. It's amazing. I just want it all. I want the pineapple.
Also, didn't know this was a thing. Red bananas. This is so refreshing after that big hike.
Oh my goodness, the floor is actually so hot, guys. We currently have our shoes off because we've come to a rock temple, and in here there are over 150 Buddhas inside these caves.
So if you have a look, you can see why it's called Rock Temple, because the rock's just here and they've just carved the temple into the side of it.
It's actually carved into the rock. Wow, I've never seen a place like this before. This temple's amazing.
Look at the roof.
Paintings and carvings all on the cave walls.
Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed that look at Kandy and that incredible fortress that we went to today. But if you are new around here, make sure you hit subscribe, because on the next episode
We are ticking off a huge bucket list Sri Lankan item.
can't wait, we're heading there now. See you guys next time.
Bye!
Today is going to be a highlight. We are catching the most beautiful train ride in the world. Wow, I can see why people call this the most beautiful scenic train ride in the world.